Good morning to everybody. Not legal advice. This really is not legal advice. Please subscribe, comment, send it to somebody, do something with it. I appreciate you watching this, and please subscribe. I had mentioned, I think on Friday in a tweet, that I was going to do a brief update regarding Mmtlp litigation, and I'm doing that as I promised. Obviously, I can't be very specific about strategy because I don't want to disclose that to anyone who might be adverse to my position, as I'm sure you can understand. So I'm just trying to keep you all in the loop so you don't feel like you don't know what's going on, and so you have less doubt about things going on in the background that might give you more confidence and less anxiety. So just to kind of give you a brief update, I had discussions with counsel for Fidelity on Friday. Their position, which I found somewhat amusing, was that there was no problem. They had done whatever they were supposed to do. They indicated that they transferred the shares to my account on December 29th, 2022, which, by the way, is my birthday. And I appreciate if you send me cash instead of presents for the retroactive birthday present. I would appreciate that. They indicated they send them on December 29th because that's when they became available. They hinted, but did not suggest, and this is again outside counsel, so this is not Fidelity's in-house counsel. This is the firm that they hired to litigate on behalf of Fidelity against me in their case. Anyway, he indicated, suggested, but did not say directly that my Fidelity shares could still be moved today. So that would have been Friday. That would have been, I think that's February 17th, I believe. So we had a fairly 15 or 20 minute discussion. I was listening more than anything else because I wanted to get as much intelligence as I could from whatever their position was. At one point in time, I did kind of indicate why I was concerned about what had happened, and specifically, I think I said that I had paid money. I received dead shares that were not tradable with no value, that did not exist, and there was a silence and not much of a reply. That was kind of that to that point. I had prior communications with counsel for FINRA over the past couple of weeks, and now with my communications with Fidelity counsel, and because the action now is in federal court and the prior lawsuits were filed in state court, because additional facts have been learned since the prior filings, in the interim, I drafted a proposed second amended complaint. The complaint on file right now is the first amended complaint. And the second amended complaint that I drafted has slightly more details than the first. And on Friday, so that would be the 17th, I forwarded it to all counsel. I said, basically, take a look at it. If you agree and stipulate to it, then I will file it. If you don't agree, then I'll file a motion with the court to try and get it filed. So that's pending. I expect Fidelity to still file a motion for arbitration. Once I get the motion, I believe I have a potential strategy that may increase their potential exposure. I'm obviously not going to talk about that now, but it will become evident probably in my reply or my opposition to their motion for arbitration. I would expect a motion for arbitration to be filed within the next couple weeks at latest. Lastly, in my discussions with Fidelity counsel, I made counsel very aware of the fact that if everyone, and that is everyone in the community, is adequately taken care of, then how I approach my litigation would change in the future. And if everyone is not taken care of, then the opposite is true. So I led them to believe that My interest is more in the community outcome than a personal outcome. And I also had another reason for throwing it out, but I don't want to reference that other reason. So in response to that, there really was no real reply. So it was kind of, I said it and no real response. So I can't tell if they're aware of other information regarding the current status of things with other parties, or they're not. I really don't know. Now, obviously, I cannot get into any more strategy, but I just kind of wanted to check in and let you know that I'm plugging away. And I know there's others, by the way, like Rosa, I know, is plugging away too, that are plugging away for the community. And I just wanted to keep you informed because I know how stressful this experience is. So I kind of wanted to let you know specifically what's going on in the background and that people are plugging away for you. And the fact that in my case, which I found pretty funny, I added up the number of lawyers in the three firms that are representing the three defendants in my case as of now, and it's 3,000 lawyers to 1. So just gives me more resolve, and it should give you more faith that people are really pushing on your behalf. Anyway, when I have any more material updates, I will bring them to you. Be well. Have a great Sunday. And I look forward to improved positions for all of us, hopefully next week, but sometime in the future. Be well.